Habari gani wa Afrika wenzangu. The name is Nduku. I am one of the co-hosts on Kumbukeni. You can find our channel on youtube.com/@Kumbukeni1. I just came from watching the movie Bobi Wine, the People's President, and he is the People's President because they spoke in Uganda and they elected him. Bobi Wine in this movie says living in Uganda is like not living at all. So for the Africans, the black people, my use of the word African is borderless. My use of the word African represents all black people wherever they may be, whether they accept or do not accept that they are Africans. As long as they are descendants of Africa, I am referring to them. And so for any African to ask Africans who are asking for more action to step up against oppression, to hold off, wait for the right moment, use different tactics. Peace is better. I agree, peace is better. But for us not to realize that we are in a state of war when our brothers and sisters are saying that living in an area is like not living at all, for us not to put ourselves in their shoes and understand why they rise up against the government that is oppressing them, that is making them feel like living is not living at all. You wake up every morning and you feel like you're not even living, but you're waking up and going to sleep every day, but it feels like you're not living. That level of oppression, that is what I just witnessed in the movie Bobi Wine, the People's President. This level of oppression is happening all over in Africa. And who is to blame? The foreign influences that keep serving their own interests and paying greedy and selfish Africans to oppress the African masses. And I saw the soldiers in this movie, fellow black men and women, rising up arms against their black brothers and sisters, shooting careless, like didn't even care which direction they were shooting in, just shooting aimlessly, just shooting because they were given orders. So during COVID, when people were starving and they were not getting food because Museveni was controlling the distribution of food, so an MP who decided to get food, bananas, Uganda is known for its production of bananas, to get food in his truck, go to his constituents and distribute those bananas, be arrested for doing so. Because in that effort of feeding his constituents, Museveni sat down and decided to pass a law that is going to make that illegal in Uganda. You all have to admit that that is a psychopath and a selfish and evil human being that is sitting as the president of Uganda. We cannot sit here and criticize Hitler and not point fingers at Museveni. He is doing the same thing. He is killing masses of people and oppressing them and terrorizing them in the name of power. And we as Pan-Africanists must step up and do something. I know I'm coming a little late into this game. My brother Milton Alimadi, fellow Ugandans of his fellow Ugandans, and a lot of Africans have been on the streets about this. But now I'm using whatever influence I have to reach out to more African brothers, for us to stand up together with Milton and his brothers and sisters, together with Bobi Wine and his family. Bobi Wine in the movie sits down with his children to tell them that they must go to live with another family member to protect them. You all as parents, I'm a parent, imagine having to make that call and having to sit with your children and tell them that they have to go live without you. You already are breaking, your heart is breaking that you have to be without your children, but you realize it's a hard choice that must be made to protect them. And then now on top of that hurt, you have to sit down with them and explain this to them, young children. And God bless Bobi Wine's children. God bless them. That is one blessing that Bobi Wine has. He has a supportive wife and supportive children. And thank God for that. Thank goodness for that. Thank Ubuntu for that. thank whatever entity that controls our lives and our existence for that. And I'm reaching out to whoever will listen to me, to whoever cares about Africa, to whoever cares about Uganda, to ask that we rise up in whichever way we can, whether it's through our writing, our songs, our posts, our backing up posts, our hashtags, whichever way we have influence, our physical presence at embassies, our physical presence in wherever we are, whatever influence we have, rise up against Museveni. He must be forcefully removed from power. Forcefully. Why do I say forcefully? Because the man took all legal ways of removing him from power. When a man or an individual is controlling the constitution that has stated that this individual cannot run, no individual can run for presidency after a certain age, this man terrorizes MPs and pays them. And we see in the video, he gets on the phone with one of the MP that is feeding his constituents. When they arrest him, Museveni gets on the phone with him and tells him, hey, you're not going to succeed in what you're doing. Why don't I pay for you and your family and you stop doing what you're doing? So this is what he does. And there are Africans who fall for it, which is why Uganda took away that restriction in the constitution that no individual will run after 75 years of age to accommodate Museveni, an individual who has not been leading in a good way. So Africans being selfish and self-serving and not thinking of other Africans just because they can get a check and get a house, and shame on you, those of you who accept that money and who watch as your brothers and sisters are shot on the streets and killed and oppressed for years while you live comfortably spending that money. Shame on you. So I reach out to all Africans. Let's stand up against Museveni. He must be taken out of office. Peace to all Africans.